Today, we're going to talk about how we started living overseas and what income sources we had. It's Kid Greatness and Mr. Austin Holloman here. And we're good because people have been asking us this question over and over again. Like, oh, how do you make money? How you make money? So today we're going to talk about how we started, beginnings, and what we're doing now. So, Mr. Austin Holloman, what was your first income source that allowed you to move overseas?
That was the hardest part. When I first decided to leave the States and I was like, I want a better social life. And I traveled, I went to Brazil and I was thinking to myself, like, damn, maybe I'm just going to have to go on vacation like every 3 months. And I went the second time, I started talking to God. I said, I don't know what it is, but I need to figure out how can I stay. I can't deal with being 3 months here, 3 months there. I need to stay forever and be gone forever. So I was like, let me get on TikTok and talk about it. First video went viral. Second, third, it just back to back. So I hammered it. I just kept putting videos out 10 times a day. At some time, not every day, but at least 3 or 4 a day, but it got to 10 times a day. And then I got so much traction and so many people were reviewing my videos on YouTube, started putting the videos on YouTube. Since my name was so hot at that moment, it just picked right up. Started going live. I started getting super chat donations, cash apps, and I'm like, holy shit. I think I figured it out. So I kept posting. I'm not basing how much I'm going to be able to live with overseas based off the super chats and cash apps, because those could dry up at any moment.
Yeah.
People could, a recession hit or something, people stop being so freely donating money. But I started looking at the AdSense money I was making. I'm like, if I could keep it at those numbers monthly, forever, I could always live abroad. And monthly was at least $3,000, a month in AdSense, and I could do it. You won't be showing your ass with $3,000, but you could be doing enough to enjoy life. The breakdown, you got a $500 a month apartment, $200 a month on groceries, $100 a month on Uber, dates another $400 or $500. Like you're just at a little over 1,000 right there. So you still got money to save. Still got money to buy Bitcoin or whatever stock or whatever you want to buy. So $3,000 a month was all I was looking at was the ads. And so I was like, okay, well, how many views and do I need to put out? Do I need to get off of every video and how many days, which at that time was 30 days out of the month, every day. And I needed at least 10,000 views a video. Back then, my videos are probably making, for 10,000 views, I'd make anywhere from $60 to $100. So if I could do that, 30 days, and that was like on average, like my videos used to always do that. Sometimes they make more depending on how many views they get. But staying consistent with content creation, understanding how to hold attention and keep your name relevant is what got me to where I've been going for 3 years now here in October.
Yeah. And how long was that process? Because you said you was on TikTok. Like, how long did it take for you to ramp up to get to the amount? Oh, okay, like I feel comfortable leaving now.
2 months.
2 months.
I think I posted, they banned my other TikTok account, but I think if I went back and looked, I think that was like maybe June 7th, 2022. And by August, maybe around August 19th, I was getting ready to sell all my stuff.
That's crazy. Yeah, your process was way faster than mine. It's like the first time that I actually left the States, I would say it was probably like a three-year plan because I taught myself how to trade. And once I learned how to trade, I started networking a lot. This is why I was saying like networking is key. People you're around is gonna like your network is your net worth. The people you're around is gonna set the standard. So I started hanging out with a bunch of traders. I'm from New Jersey, so I used to be in the city all the time. And I linked up with this one guy, and he was from Bangkok, Thailand. And he was managing money already. And we became good friends. Because we used to trade at the same hours. Like, yeah, if you're a trader, you're going to be up like odd hours. Like London sessions, like 3 a.m. to like 11 p.m. New York time. So we used to be up like sharing trades and all that. And then like after like 6 to 3 months, he was like, yo, bro, why don't you just come? Like, why are you in the States trading? Like, yo, I got some investors that's coming from Saudi. I already know you could trade. I'm gonna put you on. We could just manage the fund together. So I went out to Bangkok, checked it out. I was like, damn, this shit is amazing. Like, damn, I don't even want to go back to the States. So he's like, yeah, bro, yeah, go back, get rid of your apartment or whatever, do all that, come back, and we could just manage this fund together. And that was the first time it took. So it took me like 3 years, actually, like studying, trading, and all that. But like ever since then, this has been amazing. Like, if you want to live overseas, you're gonna need a skill that you can do anywhere. Would that be content creation, trading? Some people do sales. There's so many avenues to explore, and the more that you're overseas, the more opportunities you're gonna see. Like right now, you're still doing content creation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now you have a service
Mm-hmm.
to help people come
Mm-hmm.
back here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you ever imagine like you was gonna go from content creation to actually helping people move to a new country?
No, honestly, whenever I was in Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, I was really just thinking like I was gonna be like this big YouTuber and I'm just gonna get these $50,000 YouTube checks. I've never came anywhere close to that. $50,000 checks and stuff like that. Some people think whenever you hit 100,000 subs, you get 20 grand. There's no, you could have 1 million subs and get $20 for a YouTube check. That's all based off of views and what topics you're talking about. But I would always, I knew I had developed something what I call my base. Like no matter what, this will keep me from going home, which was posting videos, which was asking fans for support for me to, hey, you guys want to see me do this? I need this much money to go to this next city over here. I'm gonna travel, show you guys what it's like there, what I call research. And I'd always get more than I asked for. And that was the money that I would spend to hang out and enjoy myself. And then I still had my YouTube check. It's the way how I was able, and I'm not saying I'm telling you guys to do this. Don't take this as any financial advice because I don't need y'all trying to sue me if y'all fail. But I had the policy of burning the ships. There was a term I guess they used during war hundreds of years ago. You would ride into the ship somewhere and you burn them so that way you have to make it work. And that's what YouTube was to me. I had already sold all my shit back home. So it was like, this has to work. And I'm being watched by millions of people at this point. I don't have millions of subscribers, but I have millions of views. So millions of people have been exposed to my journey. I can't fail. Like that's a lot of embarrassment. I mean, I don't give a damn, but it's just, that's more pressure to do to make it happen. Now, if you're a trader and you decide to burn the ships, I don't know if trading is sustainable as building a audience, because with an audience there comes trust. There's always somebody like, hey, look, I'm Austin Harlem. I'm ready on my last dollar today. Like I just need help with my rent this one time until somebody, if you got an audience that trusts you, somebody will help you out, believe it or not. But if you're trading, it's like kind of on your own.
Yeah, trading on your own. Trading is one of the most difficult things in your life. That's why 90s and 95% of people who get into trading never become profitable, never make a dollar in their life. And it's really, really stressful. That's why with trading, you go through bouts of burnout. That's why I picked up other skills too. That's why I started to get into arbitrage, because like trading is it's the most stressful thing. Like, bro, if I tell you, it's the most stressful thing to do, especially if you're managing other people's money. Like I manage multiple people's money, like the Saudis' money. I had a couple prop firms I used to work for. It's super stressful. So that's why I started transitioning to other things. Like I still trade, but I also do other things. I did arbitrage. Like this is what I'm talking about, like networking. Like networking is key because you're going to always find new things to do. And when you talk to somebody, you're like, that sounds interesting. Let me look at that. All right, bro, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Let's meet up somewhere. Like get dinner, get coffee and conversate because we can share ideas. Like that's why like soon here in Nairobi, Kenya, we're going to be doing a networking vid like the first week of May, talking about like people coming here to invest, explore the opportunities here, because there's a ton of opportunities here in Kenya. And if it wasn't for me going to those events in New York, in New Jersey, me going to the events in Bangkok when I lived there, and networking with people in Tanzania, I wouldn't learned about all the money making opportunities that I found out. Because a lot of this information, like when people are making money, you have to actually meet them and talk to them. They're not gonna just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. I'm gonna tell you my whole business plan and give away my business so everybody can do it. So I can't make money no more. You actually have to meet with these people, shake their hand, and they gotta trust you to give you this information. And that's how I started to get into arbitrage. Like I met with a tight group of people, and they was like, okay, there's this certain type of contracts that you could get into, and they're highly, highly profitable. So I've been doing that for like the past year because like I got burnt out for trading. Like the last firm I worked for, it was just a hot mess. So I was like, yeah, I'm tired of dealing with these dudes. Like it was just a headache. So I started doing arbitrage, which is what I'm doing now. And now I'm transitioning into content creation. And we're kind of both doing the same thing. Like we're helping people come to Kenya now, which is something I never thought I would have got into. But it was such a demand for people want to come back to the continent that I was like, damn, when there is a demand for something, you should supply it. Like it was crazy. It's crazy the amount of people that want to come back to the continent. Or would you say that, like, from your experience, because we're both doing like the same type of service?
I got more consultations I've always said I got more consultations over Nairobi and Tanzania. Not really Tanzania, but it was just included than I did in any of the other Latin American countries. I spent 9 months in Latin America last time I was there, and I was there for 4 months before that. So I spent there a little over a year, and I was over there in Paraguay, and I was doing 3, 4, 5 consultations a week about Nairobi.
Mm.
Yeah, this is 2024. And now that I'm back here, like I built a sustainable business out of it.
So yeah, there's a lot of demand for people that want to come back to the continent, especially like East Africa and Kenya specifically. And that's why I said we're gonna do an event here soon, like the first week of May, where you could come here and you can network with people who are developers, accountants, people who are managing funds out here. We got people doing VC and PE for people who are not familiar with finance, that's venture capital and private equity. All these people are gonna be at this event because people are always requesting like, how can I come overseas? Like, oh, okay, I got $30,000, I got $50,000, I got $100,000. What can I do with it to sustain myself if I want to move to the continent? And if you come to this event, you will find the answers because you're going to have people with multiple businesses, people with multiple experiences, multiple expertise. So you can find something that can float your boat and get you out there. Because the number one issue most people have, and this is number one comment that I see, and I'm pretty sure you see in your YouTube channel too, is how can I sustain myself overseas? And if you come to this event, you can find the answer. So there's going to be a link in the first comment, in the description. Also, we're going to drop an email. We're going to start an email list for everybody that's serious. Cause like, there's already people here that's saying like, yeah, I'm going to be there. Like, so don't procrastinate. Don't hesitate. If you're serious about leaving the West, whether it's the United States, Canada, the UK, whatever, inquire about this event, lock in your ticket and come here. Cause you're not going to meet these people by surfing on YouTube and all that. Real moving and shake. Oh, you want to ask something?
Also, I want to add this to what you're saying about sustaining yourself. We have some people here, like there's a guy that wants to start his own alcoholic beverage here. We have the guy that did the gold and silver interview on my channel that he helps people invest and he helps them. He is like his own service to teach them how to do that. They're going to be there. That's their chance to be around high net worth, high value, ambitious people that want to invest and expand their wealth in other countries. And they can be right in the same room with those people with a startup product, which is a perfect setup. You got somebody with money. You got somebody with a great idea. Investor, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, if you're in the room full of those people and you could project it out to the crowd and teach somebody something, there's somebody that more than likely that'll be interested in what you're saying.
So yeah, like I said, don't procrastinate. If you're serious about coming here, hit the link, hit the email. All the information will be on the video. And yeah, this is your boy KidGreatness. And remember, you can't rush greatness. We out.